Hello everyone and welcome to my video. My name is Mostafa, a master student at Bahçeşehir University in the field of educational technology. And today, in my video, I'm going to talk about one of the 5 qualitative approaches to inquiry, and I hope it will be useful for you. Okay, let's get started. Today's topic is narrative research. And during this session, we will focus on definition and background, defining features of narrative studies, types of narratives, and also at the end, procedures for conducting narrative research. So first of all, let's talk about the definition and background. Narrative research aims to explore and conceptualize human experiences as it is represented in textual form. The emphasis is on storied experience. Generally, this takes the form of interviewing people around the topic of interest, but it might be involved the analysis of written documents. There are some examples of narrative inquiry in qualitative approaches or researches. For instance, stories, photographs, interviews, life histories, and journals. In the defining features of narrative studies part, it is the process of gathering stories, reviewing them, and rewriting the story in a chronological sequence. So these stories are collected from individuals through documents, conversations, interviews, their lived and told experiences. Also, these stories are shaped chronologically based on individuals' experiences about past, now, and future. Also, narrative stories are analyzed in varied ways. For instance, thematically means an analysis can be made about what was said, or structural, which means the nature of the telling of the story, or dialogic or performance part of analysis tells about who the story is directed toward. Then we will focus on types of narratives. We have 2 types. Narrative studies can be differentiated along 2 different lines to consider the data analysis strategy used by the narrative research. But this form or this line itself consists of 3 parts. It can be thematic analysis, in which the researcher identifies the themes told by the participant, or structural analysis, in which the meaning shifts to the telling and the story can be cast during the conversation. The last, dialogic or performance analysis, in which the focus turns to how the story is produced. Second line is to consider the type of narratives that we have variety of topics or types, but here are just focused on 4 main types. It can be biographical study, which is the form of narrative study in which the researcher writes and records the experiences of another person's life. Or it can be autoethnography, which is written and recorded by individuals who are the subject of the study. Also, it can be life history, which portrays an individual's entire life. And the last one, oral history, which consists of gathering personal reflections of events and their causes and effects. from one individual or several individuals. Last part, we will focus on procedures of conducting narrative research. If you want to do narrative research, you need to conduct these processes. The first one, you need to identify the problem or issue. Second one, which is choosing participants, and it is really important part. You need to carefully choose the participant, but how? Based on their experiences. You need to choose the one that they have something to tell you based on the topic. Then you need to collect information about personal and historical context, as we just studied about the types of collecting data, about interviews, observation, and like this. And after that, we get to analyze the participants' stories. You may need to restory or retell the stories and rewrite them. And the last one is collaborate with participants. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope this video was useful for you. In my next video, I'm going to talk about another type of the qualitative approaches. By then, see you.